way from Asaba now to Lagos, where stakeholders have gathered to address the detention of juveniles in prisons in Lagos State. They say this trend has huge negative implications, as the children usually end up as hardened criminals. Kemi Foladiemo has more.
This Juvenile Justice Summit draws players from the legal, security, civil society and educational sectors. They're working on measures to stop the imprisonment of persons under the age of 18. This norm persists in Lagos despite the domestication of Nigeria's 2005 Child Rights Act, a bit ahead of other states. But there isn't total enforcement of the laws to protect children in Lagos, especially those in conflict with the law.
It requires resources. You have to build more facilities to keep these kids. That's state of the art. You have to do more training. You have to train the experts who will implement all of this. You have to make the courts conducive. So it requires a lot of funding. That's where government has to do so much about it.
Sometimes we find that when the task force especially goes on a raid, arresting street hawkers, most of the time, many of those street hawkers, tend to be children under the age of 18.
The 2007 Lagos Child Rights Law is one of the key legislations governing juvenile justice in the state. Under sections 192 and 197, the police or other persons prosecuting a case involving a child shouldn't resort to formal trial, but explore supervision, guidance, restitution or compensation of victims.
Growing amount of poverty in the country, and this is affecting youth tremendously. Also, the growing number of divorce, for example, is affecting youth, and therefore many of them are at risk. And therefore, we need to treat youth and children as victims.
What we do, we have social workers with us, so we do it with tracking of their homes. We get their parents, and then the parents come either to give us their birth certificates or even to come and give evidence in relation to their age. But sometimes when we don't even know about their parents and all that, what we usually do is to do a social inquiry and also medical evaluation on them.
These cases are also said to be prevalent in other states like Enugu and Anambra. Better cohesion among key players is now needed to strengthen the system and save the vulnerable generation from destruction. Kemi Foladiemo, TVC News, Lagos.